Yeah, man. Well, here goes nothing. You ready to do this?
No, but I'm here.
I'm not either, man. I'm nervous as hell.
I'm not nervous, but I'm not ready.
Yeah, who knows? All right then. We'll get started.
To help you start going, we can like how we talked about it, we were just gonna
Yeah,
babble until we get into it.
yeah.
Let's get started with the easy stuff. We are not a sports podcast.
We're not, we probably have the worst hot takes in the world. We are not a sport.
It depends on the sport. I got some amazing
Okay.
takes in boxing.
Okay, yeah. We'll get there. Hey, it's a learning process.
So go Dodgers, first of all.
Go Dodgers. I don't got to say go Lakers. We already won that shit.
And Dodgers on their way.
Dodgers
Hopefully
on
I
the
don't
ways.
eat these words by the time this is
And
out there.
good luck to the Titans, man. Good luck to the Titans.
Tighten up. He's saying that I'm a Titans fan. That's me. He even got my Titans slide.
I
on.
still don't understand how you're a Titans fan. You're living out here in California.
It's easy. I've explained it several thousand times.
I totally forgot. That's how.
Well, maybe not to you.
That's how forgetful
I don't even remember if you've ever
that
asked me.
story. No, I think I have.
So
probably not.
So when I was younger, I had a neighbor, my best friend growing up through grade school.
Oh wait, I think you did say something. But go ahead.
He was a Chiefs fan, or is, and his dad had the DirecTV, all the sports channels and everything always.
A ticket.
So I was able to watch any and every game over there. My favorite color has always been blue. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, they was the Houston Oilers.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing with football is the run game. I'm a big run game fan, and that's what they've always had.
Earl Campbell.
Yep. And then by the time I was
Eddie
watching,
George.
it was Eddie George.
George,
I ain't
yep.
old enough for the Earl times.
Yeah.
But
me neither.
so then of course he always stayed with the new Maddens, and so when they transitioned to the Titans, I loved the uniforms.
I
even
had to
more,
say, Titans uniforms are pretty tight. They were pretty tight.
especially with the two-tone blue.
Yeah.
And they had an amazing first full season once they got to
Tennessee.
the Coliseum in Nashville. Because remember, at first they went to Memphis when they were making that transition. But when they finally got to Nashville, that first full season, that they went to the Super Bowl. that
Yeah.
year. And
I remember watching that one.
They won every home game.
Did they?
Every home game in their first full season. There.
Wow.
Crazy. So,
Yeah.
using Eddie George on Madden 2001. My homeboy still whipped my ass because he's better than me. But I made it a game because I had Eddie George just killing everybody, and McNair in there, of course. And then, I don't change teams, so that's how it was.
Yeah, me neither. 49er fan through and through. For the record, it's the only team that I like that has red in it. I like blue. I like blue. I'm blue all the way, but the only team that I like that's red.
Yeah, I don't even like these cups, but so
We'll make sure to change those next time.
well, in your defense, it's not like a crimson red or something
I don't
bright,
even
some
know what
cherry
kind
red.
of red. It's just red. I don't even know what kind of red.
Yeah, it's something else.
It's still. I'm surprised how well the red and gold goes together. Because I think about any other color going that type of gold, the gold they have, like any other color with that gold. I don't know. It surprisingly goes well. I think.
Yeah.
But and what's funny, I became a 49ers fan. I was actually headed towards being a Raider fan.
Why?
Because I was just a young kid, and they were the ones on TV, because they were still in LA.
Yep.
Right. So they were on TV, and then my sister at the time was a 49er fan, and so once I realized that, like, I became a 49er fan because I looked up to my sister, right? So I became a 49er fan, and lo and behold, a year after I become a 49er fan, she done switched to the damn Green Bay Packers. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I was only like, I don't know, 8, 9 years old. So yeah, she became a Green Bay Packers fan. You know what her excuse was? Because my family, because we have different fathers.
Oh yeah.
Because my family's from Wisconsin. I'm just like, but we in California.
So
And your family don't live out there no more. They live in California.
it actually wouldn't have been bad at the time, at least, if you did go Raiders, because they was hard back then.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh,
They were my team.
my
I liked
father's
watching
side of the
them.
family, Raiders.
Yeah.
So we clash. I despise the Raiders. Two teams.
Well, you have to.
Yeah. Well, not so much anymore. They're in Vegas now, so they ain't crowding our space.
Yeah.
But the number one team that I despise always was the Cowboys.
It's kind
Cowboys.
of
Oh my
a
god.
general national rule. If you're not a Cowboys fan, that's the team you hate. Which it sucks to say. I got so many friends and family that are Cowboys fans.
So do I.
Twan's brother is a big
My
Cowboys
brother-in-law.
fan.
My brother-in-law.
I whooped his ass in Madden with the Titans. He was talking a lot of smack, but you know why we do it.
Yeah.
And but my family that like Cowboys, they cool. I got
I will
coworkers,
never-
friends, but
I will never cheer for the Cowboys.
no.
Never.
Well,
even against the hated Seahawks, I will not choose.
there was one time that I openly cheered for the Cowboys. Once you might have when Zeke and Dak were rookies that season. When the young black duo was coming up
Yeah.
and killing that season,
That's nice.
I couldn't help.
You're not convincing me not one bit. Not one bit.
It already happened, so you ain't got to go back and
I know I don't.
But no, that was the one time where I was just like, I was all for it. And then once they were out, I was like, all right, back to reality.
So being a Titans fan, who's the number one team what's the enemy team?
So it's debatable amongst Titans fans. The most common you'll hear is the Colts.
Yeah,
That's
because
the biggest enemy because
ain't
they
man
beat
be
us
whooping
more
that
than
ass.
the other teams in our division.
yeah.
And some will say the Texans. Nobody's gonna say the Jags because we always whoop on the Jags. That's nothing.
Everybody whips on a damn Jag.
No, this is how bad we whoop on the Jags. That year we went to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember this. The Jags and the Titans played in the AFC Championship game.
Oh
You remember that, huh?
no,
Titans
I didn't remember
whooped
the.
they ass
I didn't remember the Jags being in a championship game.
because the Jags were 14-2 that season.
Oh shit!
Yeah, them.
Wow.
So they were 14-2. They meet against us in the championship game, and we whoop them. So now they finish the season 14-3. Here's the best part that unless you're a Titans fan or a Jags fan, you usually don't remember. Jags lost 2 games in the regular season, 1 in the postseason,
and they were all against the
the
Titans.
Titans. They
Yeah.
only lost to the Titans that year.
That's hard. That's hard for a team to beat, or to beat you 3 times in a row. Like
And those
that.
be your only losses. So they've never
Oh.
gotten over that. And now Derrick Henry kills them every single
Oh
time.
my! Derrick Henry is just a fucking beast. He's a man child.
That he is.
Just looking at him stand against other players, you're like, what the?
Yeah, because
Is he part of the Monstars?
a lot of people don't even realize how big he is. They see he's a little taller than everybody, but he's actually a lot taller than everybody.
Oh, I know how. Yeah,
About 6'4", 250.
Mm.
That's
monster.
Yeah.
Monster.
you don't want to go against that. So
No, sure don't. So,
we should. There's an elephant in the room. I know you've been waiting to get to this.
yeah, man. This is
My other team.
Oh, we'll leave that for the show. This is
Okay. And whatever you were just about to say, let's go with that.
I was gonna say this podcast is a long time coming, man. Like I done had this thing in my mind for well over a year. And as you know, I mean, I'm not gonna get into details, but we had another podcast, brewing, getting together at the beginning of the year, and just so happens that COVID
Right.
delayed it, and then also us, the 5 of us all being spread out from each other, it was naturally going to make it challenging for all of us to get together all the time. But I think
COVID was the icing.
COVID was the icing. But I'm not ever going to let that go. I still want us to do that.
No, we're gonna get back to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get back to that. But in the meantime,
So shout out to the boys out there.
shout out to the fellas,
Which is
man.
also a Titans thing. The boys.
Ah. I thought that was just the tighten up stuff.
No, it's a whole nother thing. It's a podcast thing too.
Oh.
Anyways.
Learn something new every day. But yeah, shout out to the fellas, man. We love you. And we'll get it one day. You know?
Soon. One day soon.
One day soon. Once this COVID shit ends. Who knows when that will be. But yeah, this podcast is a long time coming. I'm real excited about it. I'm nervous. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm looking forward to it, no matter how it turns out. So that being said, you know, welcome everybody. Welcome to the show. I guess the customary thing.
What's your name?
I'm gonna get there, motherfuckers.
Okay.
Can I like build up to this? I was gonna say the customary thing, you know, mic check, but everybody fucking does that. I don't like mic check. I want to be a little different and be like, motherfuckers, the mic is hot. If you ain't ready to listen, I don't know what to fucking tell you. If you don't like this shit, get the fuck, turn it off. Turn it off. The mic is hot. And here we go. Working title is justPod'n. I'm your host, Tim, a.k.a. T-One. I got my homeboy here, Josh, a.k.a. Southpaw. And it's on. Welcome to the show. Like I said, this is a new podcast that we're putting together. The name speaks for itself, justPod'n. And we're just in here gonna sit down and pod freestyle. I mean, we have no real structure, I guess you could say. We're pretty much just freestyling, whether it be about life, sports, music, you know, hot takes, probably the worst hot takes you'll ever hear in your life. But we can get better at it.
Eventually, yeah.
Maybe even some Q&A down in the future, you know, from listeners. Anybody that's listening wants to send in a question, you know, whatever it may be. And then whatever's happening in the news, society, culture, because we got a lot going on in this country, man. It's never a dull moment.
And bear with us in the growing pains of a new project. If you're watching visually, we don't know where to look.
We don't know where to look.
We have one camera and it's a phone. If you're listening, we are working out the structure, like you said, that we don't have. So we're just freestyling.
Hey, it can only get better from here. That's the way I see it. This could be the worst episode in the history of podcasting, but hey, I can live with that because we can only go up from here. You know what I'm saying?
And we can say we did it.
And exactly. A lot of people can't say that, you know. And so just be prepared because we're going to say whatever the hell's on our mind. Like, if you ain't with it, then sorry. Fuck you. Turn off the damn podcast. Like, we're just going to come out, you know, raw, uninterrupted, you know. We got a lot to say, and just warning y'all, you know, in this podcast, anything goes, you know. So if you guys are feeling it, you know, just check us out, you know, justPod'n. Like I said, that's a working title. Could change, could not. We'll see how it goes. And, you know, maybe give us a 5-star rating once you guys start, you know, getting to listen to it.
And interact with us because you never know. Maybe one day you'll be a guest on the show.
Hey, yeah, definitely. Anything can happen. So with that being said, you know, I just want to say welcome to the podcast. And hope you guys enjoy. And let's get started.
1, 2. Sample this.
Yeah. At first, I wasn't gonna have like an intro song. I thought it'd be nice to have one. I don't know if I'll play it before every episode, but
no, it's legit. I like it. Something is better than nothing.
Maybe
it's
even,
not bad.
Maybe in the future we'll get someone to do like an intro rap for us. You know,
I'm sure we will. We got too many people that know too many people.
And that's not me. I cannot rap for shit.
I'm second from last. I could probably rap a little bit better than you.
But hey, I ain't got no shame in that, you know. Hey, I just do what I can. No more, No less.
I promise you, if T-One was in here right now, he would just start freestyling just because we said it. He wouldn't even care if it was good or not. He would just do
Hey,
it.
and that's kind of what this pod is about. It's like not giving a fuck about how it goes. You know, like I know, a lot of podcasts out there, they're structured. They got, they have meaning to them. Then there's some podcasts out there that they don't. And this one that we're doing right now, there's no structure. We're ad-libbing, going with the flow,
Freestyle.
off the cuff, freestyle, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're doing. And like I said, we can only get better from here. So yeah. And I'll be honest, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is something new for me. This is actually outside of my comfort zone. I'd say out of, everybody and that I know, I'm probably the quietest one. I mean, I'll get it, I can hold a conversation or, get into, certain topics or whatever, but like just being out, I'll probably be the quietest one. And that's just how I always been. I guess you could say I'm always been kind of an introvert, but
oh, that's over now with this. No,
oh yeah,
you're not gonna be the quietest one anymore.
Yeah, I was like, fuck this. Like, I can't be like this no more. Like, if I'm really gonna do this, I have no choice but to just go ahead and move forward with it. I don't want to be like, what if? As long as I did it, I can be happy with it. However it turns out, So, with that being said, this episode, it's pretty much going to be about new beginnings, new ventures, which this podcast is.
Live update: Dodgers just won 6-2.
All right, go LA, baby. Let's make it 2 for 2 for LA championships. Come on now.
Let's do it. Oh, well,
up 2-1.
kind of 2 for 2.
What you mean, kind of 2 for 2? Am I missing them?
Later topic.
Later topic. Okay. Well, as it stands right now, like the sports that are going on right now,
the final winners.
the two
yes, 2 for
LA
2.
teams that I like. Let's be clear. Shout out to the Lakers. That's my one. If I had to pick a sports teams to root for out of all the sports in the world, Lakers all day, every day. I've been a Laker fan since birth. It's like in my blood. My uncle, shout out to my uncle Joe. He has been a Laker fan since before there was TV. He used to listen to Laker games on the radio. And
Since they were in Minneapolis.
well, I mean, not Minneapolis, but since they came to LA, and before TV was invented, he listened to the Lakers, man, listening to Chick Hearn. I could probably do the same because Chick Hearn, hands down, the best broadcaster, play-by-play broadcaster that's ever lived. I'll give props to like Vince Scully and all the legit ones, but
Right.
like, I'm sorry, nobody can compare to Chick Hearn, man. Like, all his sayings and his mannerisms and just the way he talked about the game, man, the best. And there will never be anybody like him. But yeah, first and foremost, go Lakers. You already know what happened. They won the championship. I don't care if it's fucking bubble shed, whatever, because the team still played. No home court advantage. Open gym style.
Yeah, this was.
I don't care what none of y'all say.
It's just biased when they try to
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it
yeah.
seem like
Just
it was
just
less
haters.
than.
Yeah, just haters. Because y'all, like, if the Heat won, you'd be like, oh, yeah. The Heat won. Oh, they beat the fucking Lakers. Am I going to come out and say, oh, it's bubble. It's been the bubble. Nah, man. You still got to fucking play the games.
The tough part is you got two types of haters against you right now:
Who's that?
Laker haters,
Oh, yeah.
LeBron haters. You got both, so
LeBron haters against me? Like, as a Laker fan?
against. Since he's on the Lakers, those are two.
Oh,
separate
yeah,
types of
yeah,
haters,
yeah.
So you got
Yeah, I used
right now.
and full disclosure, I wouldn't say I was a LeBron hater. It's just
You're a LeBron critic.
there you go. There's some certain things on the court that I didn't really care for, but off the court, I have to give him his props. Like, he's just awesome off the court. All the things he does off the court, creating a school and all that stuff. Just all the philanthropy. Is that how you say that?
Yeah.
All that stuff. Being involved. Like, yeah, I can't knock him for that at all. Like, that's he's a great person. But on the basketball court, yeah, I wasn't having it. And I'll be honest, I was probably, a lot of people that didn't want him to come to the Lakers. But not for the reasons that a lot of people did, because there's Laker fans and then there's Kobe's fans, and the Kobe fans were like, oh, fuck that, no, fuck that, fuck LeBron, blah blah blah. Me, it's just I didn't like his style of play because it was always 1-on-5, drive to the back and kick. I mean, yeah, it works. Obviously, it's worked for him, but I didn't like that style. And he's growing on me a little bit. He won the title for the Lakers, so I appreciate that.
I mean, when it comes to that, it's like, what more do you? Not
Oh,
you
yeah.
specifically.
Yeah.
But all of the naysayers and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, what more do you want? Like, I literally.
Yeah.
I hate to do this. My sister, one of my sisters, she's a huge Laker fan.
Uh-huh.
She was not a fan of LeBron coming. After, when was it? He didn't take that shot, which I love arguing about that.
In Game 5?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He didn't take that shot, and I saw all these negative reviews from a lot of people, which...
Did you guys not watch the game? Did you not watch the play?
Right.
Come on.
Literally, like...
Oh, my gosh. What do you expect him to do? He had 4 guys on him.
Right.
I mean, I know Kobe would have taken that shot, and I'd be yelling at Kobe like, what the fuck are you doing?
So there was a post shared about that because people were saying, oh, Kobe would have took that shot.
Yeah.
He did take that shot. The exact shot with all the same amount of people guarding him in the same spot to win a game, and he got the shot blocked, and they lost the game.
I think I know what you're...
It was against the Bulls.
Yes.
Christmas
yes.
Day, I think. It's a Christmas game.
You're absolutely right.
So that's what they wanted? That's what you guys wanted?
Now,
They made the right play.
Danny Green missing the shot, that's another story.
Yeah.
And you know what I've been telling everybody? And I'm telling you, you go back, well, ever since I've been watching Lakers basketball, since probably like 93, 94, even before Shaq and Kobe came, I always feel like when the Lakers bring in a three-point shooter to the team, well, before that, the person they bring in, whoever team they were on before, they would kill the Lakers, make every fucking three-pointer. But once they come to the Lakers, brick. I'm like, what the
It's that Lakers pressure.
What? Yeah, it is. But I'm like, come on now. Danny Green?
You know who else was like that?
Who?
Zubats.
Oh, the center for the Clippers now?
Yeah. Remember before he got there, that's what he was known for, his perimeter shooting.
In Europe?
Big man that can shoot.
In Europe? Because that's where he came from, Zubac?
Yeah, he was hitting threes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when
I thought he was more a traditional center. That's why.
So when he went there, I was hearing chit chat. Oh, what did we want him for? We don't need him. Blah, blah, saying all this stuff. And that was my thing. I'm like, yo, you don't need spacing. I mean,
yeah,
guy can shoot, and he was not doing that.
I didn't know.
Lakers.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know he could shoot because he wasn't doing it.
Right.
But I will say that I thought it was stupid for the Lakers to give him the freaking Clippers because he balls out with the Clippers when he gets the chance. He's pretty good. And I would say I wasn't too, I mean, I thought they shouldn't have given him to the Clippers, but, it is what it is. But, he's a pretty good player.
Obviously, it worked out for you guys, so.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it did. Can't complain. 2020 championships. I still need to order the gear.
This is not a sports podcast. Sorry for all the sports talk.
Can't help it. You got two brothers in here. I mean, that's gonna happen. Sports talk is eventually gonna take over. Oh well. But yeah, it's not a sports podcast, so just bear with us. Back to the main topic at hand,
which was
trying new things, new ventures.
Oh yes.
Yeah, like I was saying, like this right here is a total 180 of pretty much how I've been. I like I said before, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. This is new to me. I've never been one to put out content, whether it be just social media or podcasts or anything like this. This is like foreign territory for me. But I had an idea and I wanted to follow through with it. And here we are. However it works out, I'm just gonna go with it.
Right. And that's good. I see you about to transition to something. But to add to that, so from my side, content creating is not necessarily new because, me and Miles were always getting into writing for skits.
Trying to,
We wrote skits.
I remember. Yeah, I remember.
Way back in the day, in an attempt to, be like, gosh, what was that show called?
Shout out
Green
to
Bench
Muyos.
Comedy. I don't know if you remember the Green Bench
Oh, I thought it was named something else,
comedy.
like
that was
schizophrenia or something like that.
Us.
Oh, that's not you.
That was one of the things that we used to watch.
Oh, okay.
That,
Okay.
that was what we were on, and trying to be similar to, so yeah, ours. When we were doing ours, did a lot of writing, for people too. Like me and Daniel, there's another guy who's a part of it when we had our little group. Me and him ended up in LA with a guy we knew who had a little small studio, and we were writing for them. It just never went anywhere.
I was trying to get up on that too.
We recorded a video, a skit, and it was hilarious. And it never came. They never even put it on YouTube. Nothing happened with it. So throughout the years, I've tried working with so many different people on creating content, and it never gets anywhere. So yeah, when you came up with the idea of us working together, you, me, the guys, and you didn't have to tell me twice. What? Sign me up.
You're like, finally, one of these motherfuckers is trying to do something.
Anything, let's do it.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I felt too. I mean, obviously, wasn't in depth like you, or actually trying to get something going. I mean, like I said, this came to me about a year and a half ago, and it's just been stuck in my brain this whole time. But before I even pitched it to you guys, I wanted to, make it viable and something that's worth doing. And we were on our way. But 2020 happened. So enough said about that. So now I'm just pivoting. And now we're here today, like I said, I'm nervous. Actually, I'm calming down now. You're totally right, man. I done calm down, because I was nervous. I was a nervous wreck starting this, and but I feel good now. And regardless how this turns out, I'm gonna keep pushing. I feel like I gotta have some kind of tunnel vision. If I want this to be, for lack of a better word, successful. But even if it's not, then I'm still gonna push. Still gonna push for it.
The playback is gonna be cringeworthy.
Yeah.
You guys are cringing right now. Like,
yeah.
Get on with it.
Yeah. Like I said, this is probably gonna be the worst episode. It can only go up from here, And then, like you said, all the critics and the naysayers, the haters. But the way I see it, we need the haters, because that's their job, to hate.
They're not
to
hating,
tell you
ain't
that
doing nothing.
Yeah, to tell you you're not good. They hating because they're not doing it. That's their job. I mean. And if you ask me, I'm an equal opportunity employer. Go ahead, hate. Go ahead, do your thing.
We get too many people saying good things. I'm gonna say, cut it out.
Yeah, exactly. Don't gas me up. That's one thing I will not take. Don't gas me up. I've been gassed up before, and it's just a total letdown. I mean, but and regardless, I'm just gonna keep doing my thing. And I'm happy that Southpaw here is with me, being able to do this. Real excited. And to new adventures, my friend.
Yes, sir. You can't.
And not drink. Sorry. My mind's all over the place right now. My mind is all over the place right now. So bear with us, people. We're learning on the fly. And to go off of that, I feel like people don't want to take chances, whether they're big or small, and this is a chance for myself, maybe for you. I mean, you can, if it is or not, but this is a big chance, or a chance I'm taking. Not a big chance. I got a day job. I mean,
Yeah, we didn't give it up just to do this.
Yeah, we didn't give it up just to do this, because that would be the silly, wrong thing to do. But
Or I wouldn't say wrong, depending on what someone's doing, but the unnecessary thing
Unnecessary.
for us to do. We don't have to do that.
you a fool. I pity the fool. Yeah, no, I still got my day job, but I'm willing to try this hand out and see where it goes. But like I was saying, I think that's what's wrong with a lot of society today. They're scared to take that, whether it's a big risk or a small risk. Like, we're scared, and I think a lot of it is because of social media. Since social media age, like, people dwell more on the negative comments they receive, and it puts them down, and it lowers their self-esteem, and it makes them not want to try things. Some people push through it. Like, there are people out there that push through it, and block all that out. But a lot of people, they don't take the chance of on their dreams, because they're afraid they're going to be told no good. You hear all the stories about the celebrities and like athletes. They're always being told no. All it takes is one yes. But I think social media plays a big part in that, and people not taking that chance.
Yep. Fear.
Whatever it may be.
And not just the criticism of saying you're not good enough. Then on top of that, there's the cancel culture.
Yes.
People are now censoring themselves because they know if they say the wrong thing or have the wrong opinion, they are going to be attacked. People are going to want to shut them down. We're not worried about that.
Yeah.
We're going to say what we want. You don't like it? Yeah, it is what it is.
Exactly. I done wrote it down. I say, you don't like this shit? Turn the fucking my podcast off. Like, I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for that bullshit. Like, you listen, great. You don't want to listen, great. It is what it is. And that's how I go about my life. I don't got time for the bullshit. There's something I want to listen to, great. If not, don't need to cry about it. Just move on. Not everybody's gonna like what you're doing,
right?
And then on top of that, you're gonna have the haters. But you gotta understand, man, you need haters. I mean, am I wrong? You need haters.
Yeah. How you gonna know what
how you
to
gonna
fix?
Exactly. So
they're the check engine light.
That's very scary for a lot of people. So,
Exactly.
and they will leave that. They will leave that light on. They will leave that light on.
Don't respond to those comments. Huh? Okay.
So, and I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of negative comments on this when we do, put this out there, and that's fine. That's part of the game.
Just make sure I don't know you personally, because I'll pull up.
Hey, he ain't lying. I seen him in action a little bit, a small snippet, and it's not pretty for the other person. It's not.
And then there are some that have seen me in a lot of it. Who will corroborate your story.
Firsthand, waking up nice and fresh. So that's the thing, man. Just a lot of people have a lot of what ifs, and my message to them is just go for it. You don't want to look back on your life. And I know everybody hears this all the time. You don't want to look back on your life and be like, oh, what if I did that? Oh, what if I did go through with that podcast? Or what if I did, do like a YouTube channel or something, whatever the case may be. What if I did push through to be a professional athlete or, an actor or musician, so on and so forth. You don't want that what if in your life.
Right. And I'm speaking from firsthand experience on the what if. So as you would have probably guessed yourself, my what if, we're doing this, so this ain't it.
Yeah. It's over now.
My what if is the professional athlete.
Yeah.
Boxing was my dream. Me and Antoine went crazy with boxing for a long time, but we allowed ourselves to not overcome life's obstacles.
Exactly.
We could have forced it. We could have sacrificed more.
Mm-hmm.
We let it slip away. I still got hands, so that don't matter. But So once that happened, I knew I wasn't gonna do it again. I wasn't anything else that I wanted to grab and be like, I gotta have it. If the opportunity's there, I'm taking it. So that's
Yeah.
like I said, when you mentioned this, I was on it, no hesitation.
Yeah. For me, it was basketball. Like, basketball was my first love, you know, and I was always playing it from a very young age. And unfortunately for me, like, I was always, even though I didn't let it, like, get to me right away, it eventually got to me, but I was always, like, discouraged by, like, my parents, mainly probably my stepdad, like, because he was so against sports. So it was just a struggle for me to keep playing basketball, and then to him telling me, like, you know, fuck sports, you know. And there's people out there like that, and you know, that's them. They don't, you know, they don't care for it, but like to have that in your ear every day was so discouraging. As much as I fought it and wanted to keep going, it was just, I think I let it overcome me, and that's my what if. I shouldn't have let it overcome me. I should have just kept pushing, you know. But that discouragement, I guess, got the best of me. So and that's my what if, you know. But I'm not gonna like dwell on it, you know. That's as much as that was my dream. I've kind of accepted it, you know, because obviously it's too late now. I done got gray hair coming in already, so so you know, everybody's got the what ifs, but you know, it's the big ones that you don't want to let go. And unfortunately, you know, for you and I, you know, those big ones, our dreams, you know, they passed us by. It is what it is. But this right here, this became another dream of mine.
Right.
And once I pitched it to you guys, like, and I was hesitant, you know, I'm like, are they gonna be in on it? Are they gonna, is this something they might want to do? Like, I was legitimately like worried, like, are they gonna be like, nah, fam, nah, I'm good. But then, like, once I hit you guys up, like, you were the first to be like, hell yeah. And I remember you were like, man, I don't care what the hell we talk about dog food. I'm in. And that's how I knew, like, you were in, like, all the way. Like, that told me right there, like, I was probably on to something. But I mean, I told you guys this already. Like, I already had the first people that popped in my mind were you guys, the four of you.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it just reassured me that, you know, this is something that we could definitely do. And it wasn't just like some kind of pipe dream or, you know, some ludicrous idea. Like, you guys really assured me that, you know, this is something that we could do. And I appreciate that. So, and I appreciate you being here, doing this with me, for this show and future shows to come.
That's right.
And, so yeah, man, I appreciate you. So, and then,
and I appreciate you appreciating me.
Bet. So yeah, this podcast, you know, symbolizes kind of like a new beginning, you know,
And a milestone.
Long time coming. And that's what I'm happy about, you know, new milestone, new beginning, taking a chance, and hope to put out something good, man, you know.
And hopefully encourage others to
Exactly.
get out there.
Exactly.
Whatever
So
you're
it
thinking
doesn't
about, do
matter.
it.
And I've learned, like, just as long as you're true to yourself, hey, nothing can really go wrong, you know. Just be true to yourself, you know. Be legit, you know. Don't be fake, you know. That's one thing I hate fake ass niggas. It's just like this. I ain't got time for that bullshit. So, but just be true to yourself, man, and keep at it. So,
You rolled up the cable in.
I am all over the place. But so yeah. Hats off to New Beginnings. And this is not gonna be a shot every fucking like
Yes,
preach.
That's not our thing.
Yeah, it's not our thing. But anyways, man, I guess I should have got into this earlier, man. How you been, man? It's been a minute since we've seen each other.
Yeah. Overall, pretty good.
Yeah.
Ups and downs like anyone else. But staying busy mostly.
Yeah.
I can't help
good.
but stay busy.
Yeah.
That way,
Especially
keep my
in
mind
today's.
off of the crazy stuff
Yeah.
of not just what we relate to the year 2020,
Mm-hmm.
which right now is anything negative, but just life in general. Scratch the year.
Yeah.
Just, things happen.
It's been the longest month of March in history. Because that was when we got shut down, people. Like, no joke. California, the governor shut down California on my motherfucking birthday. My birthday is when it started.
Okay.
You seen that Instagram post? I'm sure you have. Like, I cooked myself a steak dinner because I was like, well, I can't go out. All the bars are closed.
You did do that, yeah.
I was like, well, no bar, no honeys, Man, I just got to cook me a nice steak dinner. And I did. I was like, out of all days, my birthday is when all this shit shut down.
And yeah, we'll always remember it for March too, because the original podcast we were working was smack dab in the middle of March.
Middle of March towards.
Middle of February.
Well, yeah, when we first met up. Yeah,
Right.
when we met up. Yeah.
And then right after.
Right after. Shame, man. It's a shame.
It's a shame because you guys missed a very entertaining episode with all of us.
The adventures of Southpaw at McDonald's drive-thru.
Maybe one day you guys will hear about that.
Dude, that took up most of our time, that story.
I'm a real
It was
detailed.
a good story. It was a good story. It was very detailed.
Yeah, if I tell a story, I gotta tell all the details. I want you
Yeah.
guys to imagine everything as if you were there yourself.
hey.
I can't help it.
I was there. In my mind, I was there. But how's the fam, man? How's the fam?
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
I got my 3 boys,
Yeah.
all sprouting up like crazy.
You know what's funny? With the exception of my brother and I think Antoine, because he has 2 boys and a girl, right?
He has 3 boys.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was mistaken. With the exception of my brother, maybe somebody else, I can't think of the name. Everybody I know either has all boys or all girls.
My brother has all girls.
My sister has 2 girls. My brother, the exception, my brother has 1 boy, 1 girl. I have 1 of each. But my sister-in-law, 3 boys. You, 3 boys. Muyos, 3 boys.
So of our immediate knowns, it's like that. But
It's
like
crazy.
My other siblings, they got both.
Not me, man.
Me and my brother don't, though.
I'm the odd man. I got 1 each. Everybody else has.
I take it back. One of my sisters has only girls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, the other ones they got both.
That's good. That's good. Good to hear the family's doing good. So yeah, man, it's been a minute since we last linked up. You know what? Today was an odd day for me. And I know this is just out of left field, but I feel I got
about this pre-show.
Yeah. I got to save something for the damn show. We can go through, just talk about nothing, just leave nothing for the show. If we weren't paying attention, we almost did. Almost did. We're like, save something for the show, motherfucker. But today, I worked today, and I was on the freeway 3 times. Going to work. Then I go out in the field a lot while I'm at work, and then coming home. All 3 times on the same freeway, there was 3 separate accidents. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? 3 accidents on the same freeway at 3 separate times. And I know what's going on. It's this time of the year. For some reason, once daylight saving times ends or begins, I don't know. I'm mixed up. I'm mixed up whether it's ending now or beginning now. I don't know. But around this time every year, nobody knows how to fucking drive once it gets dark. Now, granted, it wasn't dark out, but it is that time of the year where nobody knows how to drive.
Right.
And it just really blew my mind. Like, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? I cannot go today without sitting in traffic. Like, the one good thing about COVID was there was no traffic in California. If you live in California,
Ooh.
you know COVID, that was the only blessing of COVID was no traffic.
Right.
Man, I'd be flying down to Long Beach every weekend, and I get there in 30 minutes
Right.
during COVID. You know, that was the only good thing about it.
I remember that.
It's slowly going back to what it used to
I came
be.
out here. You know, they don't know. Not
Yeah.
everybody knows.
Yeah, not
I travel
everybody.
for work. I drive everywhere. So when I got back to Cali in the midst of all that, when everything was closed and the freeways were just so clear, I couldn't believe it. My whole life growing up here,
Dude,
I couldn't believe it. It was beautiful.
like Twilight Zone shit.
Beautiful.
And then the skies were clear. like you thought you'd be in freaking like Montana or something. The skies were so clear. Like
Right.
it was
Aladdin,
very
the whole new
it
world
was
type
it
shit.
was a whole new world. But I loved it, man. Loved it. No traffic. Shit.
Like
Now it's slowing.
That was a dream. Like,
It was a dream. I never thought I'd see the day.
yeah, it's gone.
It's already
You know, I've
going
been
back.
driving back from Long Beach and
Yeah.
Van Nuys.
Well, I'm able to time it right. I've gotten accustomed to the freeways when to drive. And then there's certain days I will not drive. I'll just be like, I'm staying the night.
I've got a choice.
I'm staying the night. I'm not driving Friday at 1:00. A lot of people don't understand. It don't matter what time of day on Friday in California.
Right.
You're gonna hit traffic. I don't care what time of the day is. So I've made that mistake too many times, and I will not do it again. But anyways, that's how my day was, and I felt like I was in another world. Like 3 accidents, 3 separate times on the same freeway at different times of the day. Like, motherfuckers, you don't know how to drive. I'm not the perfect driver. I've been in an accident. You know, I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
But you're better
But
than them.
damn. I don't know. I don't know. I was tripping off of it. I was tripping. But anyways, so yeah, that was my story for today. I thought it was very, very, very weird.
I don't think I have any interesting stories from today in particular. Ran a bunch of errands after work. I'm a zombie though because I was at work got up at like 2 a.m. or 1:30 or 2, somewhere around there. Get to Long Beach by 4. And
LBC, shout out to the LBC.
Yo. And then got done pretty quick. I was out of there, like I told you earlier, like 10:30, 11, hit that freeway. And I thought it was, like you said, it wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But even that early in the morning, I was still kept hitting patches of traffic. And I was like, I thought I was going to be smooth sailing.
What freeway did you take?
605,
Mm.
whichever route gets me to the 210. I'm just following my map. I don't even remember. But I ended up on the 210. And here's the funny part. I was going towards the 210,
Mm-hmm.
and then it popped up, hey, you can save 5 minutes if you take the 10. So I was like, cool, did that.
Mm-hmm.
On the way to the 10, it says, hey, you can save 6 minutes if you go back to the 210. I was like, all right, let's do it.
Oh man. And I give you props, man. You driving all over the place, cross country, man. I can't do it.
I'm not a truck driver, by the way. Not a truck driver. I just drive a lot.
Props to you, whether you're a truck driver, Pinto driver, car driver. Props to you because I can't do it. I hate driving with a passion. I hate, like, you always know, like, growing up, in high school, you're like, I can't wait to get a car, get the car. After day one was, I hate driving.
Everybody wants you to drive.
So, well, it wasn't even that. It was just like, yeah, I was excited. I finally got my car. I could drive, go anytime I want. But then I realized not only was it, everybody wants you to drive, but just driving itself. I was like, I can't believe I got so hopped up for this.
Right. So here's my
You're
appreciation for it.
Hold on, before you finish that. You're talking to a guy that hates driving to work, and it's only 15 miles away, and you over here driving cross country. I can't stand driving.
But see, that's the thing. I hated driving just as much as you did.
I don't know, fam.
Anytime I had to do like drive to, let's say, Phoenix from here, and obviously that's more than 15-mile drive, I would cringe at the thought, and I'm like planning out my stops. I'm not driving straight through. I'm stopping, taking a break. That's how I would think. And or I'd be with my sister and I'd be like, so we gonna switch when we get to Blythe, that kind of thing. So what this job did for me was I grew a tolerance for driving. So now if I see an 8-hour drive, I'm like, oh, that's nothing. I can do that in my sleep. Don't bother me one bit. So yeah, driving to Phoenix, I got that. Don't trip. You don't know how to drive. I got it.
Nah, I'll never get used to it, bro. I mean, when we drove out to Arizona, when we met up in Arizona, man, like I tolerated that drive and that drive alone because there was a goal at the end of the ride. Motivated, yes. But that's as far as it goes. Like on the drive back, I was like, man, I can't believe I'm fucking driving all this damn time, middle of the night.
So when COVID hit, you were like, thank God.
Kind of. I was like, nah, motherfuckers, y'all coming out here.
Yeah, he was already planning that. Like, no, we ain't doing Phoenix next time.
And you know what's the funny thing is that, and I think I told you guys when we were out there before we ate, my mom found out that I was out there because she done moved out to Arizona. She's like, you're out. Where were we at?
We were in Scottsdale. No. Chandler.
Chandler. She's like, you're out in Chandler? What are you doing out there? You told me you hate driving. I was like, oh, sorry, Mom. It's work related podcast.
Speaking of sorry, Mom. My mom doesn't know I'm out here right now. I have to tell her, but because she's up the hill and I haven't had a lot of free time.
Oh, they're not still at the place you grew up at? They moved up? They moved up the hill?
No, my mom moved up the hill.
Oh, okay. I
thought my dad passed away.
Yeah, I know your dad passed away.
Yeah,
so she moved out to that.
Yeah, she's up there.
Oh, okay.
So with my timing working in Long Beach, getting up, being there at 4 a.m, and then not being able to get a lot of sleep before I go in the next day, I haven't had a chance to even think about going up there yet. So
yeah,
I'll see you, Mom.
Take it
you
from
know what?
me.
She's not gonna listen to this because we cuss.
Oh,
she's gonna listen to the first 5 seconds and she's gonna hear Tim, motherfucker, and she's gonna be like,
But it's your own child. You got to see what he's.
I'll send her screenshots.
Yeah, well, yeah. Take it from me. Make sure you see your mom because my mom was not too happy that I was like, oh yeah, I'm only out here one day. Bye. But she was kind of out of the way. We were in Chandler and she's in Bullhead, Mojave Valley area.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
it's a different freeway.
Yeah.
Sorry. But yeah, she always gives me a hard time.
Oh, do you remember where I drove from to get there?
Was it Georgia?
Yes, sir. I was in Atlanta. I was working in Atlanta.
Yeah. Woo. Props to you, dog, man.
Stopped in Vegas, and I went out of the way. I stopped in Vegas to pick up Antoine.
Yeah, and that's where the adventures of Southpaw and McDonald's happen. Stay tuned.
One of these days, y'all hear it.
So, yeah. So on that, I'm not a driver. And neither is the wifey, man. She hates driving too, but I'm always one that has to drive. Can't do nothing about it though.
Got that right.
Can't do nothing about it. So anyways, let me get to the topic. Total 180. What happened to your Clippers, man?
Oh boy. You slipped that in real nice. I was expecting it way later because you said, "Oh, we'll get to that later."
Well, it is later.
Just caught me slipping. All right.
What happened to the Clippers? So for all you guys know, Josh is a Clippers fan. I'm a Lakers fan.
Die hard, not try to jump on the bandwagon.
Yeah. He's legit. I can vouch for him. He didn't like the Clippers when Olowokandi was there. Piatowski was there.
Marco Jaric.
Katino,
y'all don't know what his name is. Don't even know
Mobley though. Katino Mobley, he was a player though. He was good.
We've had several good players.
You can't get
the
past
team
it.
as a whole.
Yeah, Baron Davis. Darius Miles,
Quinn Richardson.
Yep. Shout out to the
Corey
knuckleheads.
Maggette, Elton Brand, Lamar Odom. Man,
Yeah, you guys had a squad. Sean Livingston. Yeah.
So yeah, super diehard Clippers fan.
Vouch.
Not like I am with the Titans. Like I go hard for the Titans. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'll smack you over the Titans.
That's how I am with the Lakers.
But I always rock with the Clippers. And disclaimer, I like the Lakers too. not as my favorite team, but they are also LA.
Yeah.
They are obviously the big brother team in LA. I get it. I respect it. But growing up, everybody I knew was a Lakers fan. So I wanted to be different. I didn't want to, do the same thing everybody else was doing. It wasn't I thought they were better or anything like that. It was just like, I want to go the other route.
There you go. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's just what I like to do. So
nothing wrong with that.
I was excited for this year. We had a great season.
I was fully expecting Lakers, Clippers, Western Conference Finals.
And the usual meltdown, not getting past the second round. I wasn't too surprised.
And I'll give it to you, Josh. Like, if they did play, I was worried. I was going to be worried.
Yeah, I mean, there would have been some matchup problems. So
Yeah.
I was kind of excited for that matchup. Not because I thought we could win, even though I did, but because it was a win-win situation for me.
How so?
Because my team has a chance to advance to the finals if we play you guys. But if they don't, I still rock with the Lakers.
Still rock with them,
I like the Lakers, and they got LeBron.
Yeah.
I like LeBron. Like it was a win-win situation for me. I didn't care what happened. I was just disappointed we didn't get to play each other.
Okay.
So
yeah.
So I got a lot of homeboys, especially on Facebook. We got a little sports group on there. A lot of trash talk, but no one was coming directly at me because they know I'm cool. They know I wasn't talking trash during the season.
Oh yeah.
I was just kind of going with the flow because I know,
what happened could happen eventually. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah. I mean, I don't think I went hard at you. I mean,
no,
you did come.
You and Terry took a little jabs after
Just
we got
a little
eliminated.
jab.
But
Yeah,
that's
just
it.
a little jab, and you did.
I took him on the chin,
You did let it pause. I'm trying to help you out, brother. trying to help you out.
Boxing stuff, man.
Hey, not everybody's apt to boxing,
You're
so
right.
I'm trying to help you out. You did let it be known that I could have probably sent that text privately to you.
Yes,
but I wasn't
did.
thinking. I was just
I didn't mean it when I said it was all jokes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anybody who don't know, we got a group chat, and when the Clippers got eliminated, he sent a message to me in the group chat instead of sending it directly to me about us losing. So I screenshotted it and my response to it and put that shit on Facebook.
I know, I did see that. I was like, oh shit.
I was dying laughing when I was posting that. Like, it's just all funny games.
Yeah, it's all fun and games. It's friendly banter, I would expect no different from you or for anybody else, So, but I will say, I don't know if did I send it in the group chat or was it just on Facebook?
Say what?
I text or I messaged Miles. Man, I can't even trust a pair of Clippers anymore. Because
So yeah, you did send it in the group chat, and then Miles posted it.
Oh,
on
that's
Facebook.
that's what it was.
That's what it
I was,
was.
man, I can't even trust my own pair of Clippers anymore because they're gonna choke.
So
and cut me.
Did that originally come from you?
Yeah, because I literally was going to cut my hair
So
the night they.
I thought it was interesting. So you said that, right? You were the first person I saw say that, and because
I'm
you said it
sure I'm
the
not
night-
the only one.
You
that
said it
that.
like right away.
Yeah,
Like the next day, everybody was making that joke,
everybody.
and I'm like, in my head, I'm like,
why?
I
Yeah,
heard Tim say that shit first.
yeah, because I was literally going to cut my hair later that night. Because I cut my own hair. Don't get me wrong. Barbershop is the place to be, but it can get expensive sometimes. So I've been
you
cutting my
telling me?
hair.
You know how much I pay for my hair? I'm going to get my hair cut tomorrow.
How much you paying, fam?
Before tip?
Before.
Well, I'm a generous
Sure.
tipper, especially because
Sure.
my barber's business. He cut,
Yeah.
like $50.
Yeah, that's
But it's because it's worth it. I won't just pay $50
well,
to
yeah,
anybody.
yeah. You gotta have a good barber. I did used to go to the barber, but then that shop closed down, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna spend the time I'm not going through trial and error with other barbers. I'll go through trial and error myself, and I did do that. But I've been cutting my own hair for like 14 years now.
I wish I had the patience to even attempt to cut my hair.
Oh, hey,
I've been to barbers all over the
a
country.
lot of trial and error, my friend.
I imagine 'cause I've actual barbers, and it's a dice roll every time.
Mm.
I'll say this: the worst haircut I've ever had in my life was in Virginia. Nope, West Virginia.
Ooh.
fuck y'all. I already don't have the best hairline as it is.
Neither do I, man.
Go into a barbershop. So this is how bad it was. I sit in the chair, and I went with my homeboy, right, that I was working with. He bald, so he just had a little growth. He sat in this one chair, and that's nothing. Just bald. It's hard to mess that up, even though I think the barber did not do a great job, if I remember correctly. So I sat in a random chair because I'm just trying to get going. I didn't want to, but I have a choice. I don't know none of these dudes.
Yeah, you don't know anybody. You gotta sit around.
Next dude that was available, I was like, all right, this is at least a black barbershop. I'm gonna take my chance. I sit in dude chair, and when you be getting your haircut your whole life, you can tell based on the way it feels if you're getting a good haircut.
Yeah.
30 seconds in, I got a frown like, fuck, this dude is killing me right now. Ain't nothing I can do about it.
Nothing.
So this is the part though. When he was done, I didn't want the mirror. I had my hat in my lap. He takes off. He takes it off, and the moment he releases me from that chair, I put my hat on. I'm not even out the barbershop, and I got my hat on.
Damn, fam.
That's probably the first time I didn't tip. It was that bad.
Yeah, I had some barbers that be changing my hairline, pushing it like way back. I'm like, what the fuck is this motherfucker doing? Pushing it.
Right.
I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm like, just because it's back already, don't mean I want it back more. Damn, chill.
So yeah, but then once that barbershop closed down, I was like, I'm gonna cut my own hair, and I went through trial and error, but I got pretty good at my own hair. I cut my boy's own hair, that's the extent to my barbershop skills, my hair. And
you said 14 years?
Yeah, man.
How long you been married?
3.
I
mean, we've been together for like 12, 14, 13, 14.
Okay, so that's the thing too. When you're in a serious relationship, you can afford to make those errors.
I still love you,
I'm
honey.
out there right now. I'm single. I'm actively talking to somebody.
Yeah, but you can't take no chances.
So
yet.
I can't take chances. You can't take
chances yet. Well, I was cutting my hair before we got together, so it was already built in.
Oh, okay.
So
I can't do that right now.
Yeah, you can't afford that.
I gotta wait till it gets real serious. She ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. You better love me for this fucked up fade, right? But I thought of that. I was like, once they lost, I was like, I already had my mind made up that I was cutting my hair that night, and it just came down. I was like, I got my clippers. I was like, man, I can't even trust these damn clippers right now because they're gonna cut me right now. They're gonna choke and cut me up. And so I was like, I need to send that via text. So I'm sure, like you said, a lot of people had that same joke, but it just naturally came to me. Sorry about the clippers, man. But yeah, they choked.
Yeah, it's all good. Now what I'm focused on that just crossed my mind right now is the difference of information we divulge from a married guy to a single guy. So based on information about myself that I've given during this podcast, if and when it is out there for people to see, I imagine somebody being like, all right, so what day did the Dodgers win? What day did the Dodgers win 6-2? Okay, so this is the date that he did this podcast. And he's talking to somebody on this date. You were talking to somebody way back.
I guess we should be a little more discreet on
I don't care. No.
I didn't even think about that, fam. I didn't even think about that. But
you
you're totally right.
I don't care.
You're totally right. But just imagine.
It's my life.
What you never know. We could have somebody in here. We done throw out dates and scores and be like, they get caught up.
Right.
I don't want to put nobody in that position. So I think from going forward, I'm gonna do the best I can for, no dates, no dates or no scores. Well, maybe you can't help it sometimes. Once you get to talking about sports, you can't help it.
You know what? We can't even think like that because on this podcast,
anything goes.
Anything goes.
That's right.
Matter of fact, if anybody's been paying close attention to see me look at my watch or look at my phone, it's because I'm responding to her text. What's happening?
Hey. Do your thing, my brother. So yeah. So now that the NBA season's over,
good season.
My Lakers I don't know why I say my Lakers. I ain't part owner. I ain't playing on the team. Now that the Lakers won the championship and Clippers choked. Sorry, I gotta throw that in there as much as I can.
Titans ain't choking.
But yeah, I was gonna move on to football, man. Hey, you're the Titans, man. Looking good, man. Looking good.
Great.
I can't say the same for my team or the team I like, 49ers. I mean,
So be expecting a group chat response from me if and when you guys end your season.
I'm surprised you didn't send a group chat when they lost the Super Bowl.
No. You started this with this Clippers stuff. I'm cool like that. I'm cool. So, and plus, I mean, what could I say when my team got eliminated the game before that?
Yeah.
What am I going to say?
Yeah. I
the same
totally
team.
thought it was going to be the 49ers and Titans.
It was
And
so
that
close.
was going to be such a battle. That
So-
was going to be a grind out battle.
Yeah,
right
play
there.
styles, it was going to be crazy.
Oh.
Me and Twan thought it was going to, prior to, that game, thought it was going to be Green Bay and
Gang.
Tennessee.
49ers have done had Green Bay's number for like the last decade. Like I mentioned before, that's my sister's team,
Right.
Packers, and we just rolled up on them. I mean, I was not expecting it. But that's last year, And 49ers, they lost the Super Bowl. And I told them I was just praying that the Lakers at least won the championship. That way 2020 wouldn't be even more fucked up than it already is.
Right.
That would have been just a horrible sports year for me personally. Like your two favorite teams both losing the championship, like, but the Lakers won, and that's first and foremost my favorite sports team. So my 2020 was somewhat salvaged, given everything that's been going on.
Right.
But back to your Titans, man. Yeah, man, they look good. They look good. I'm
Appreciate the
actually.
acknowledgement.
I actually think they could make it to the Super Bowl. I don't know about winning, but I think they could because
I mean, with the if they keep up this play,
if they keep up this play, they will win it.
Like,
if they keep up this play, they will win it. Like there's no stopping Derrick Henry right now.
the offense is insane right now.
Yeah, but didn't one of your players get hurt? Wasn't he like offensive line or something like that?
Starting left tackle Taylor
Yeah.
Lewan.
Those are killers, dude. So, and he's out for the year, right?
Was it torn ACL?
That's almost damn the whole 49er roster torn ACL.
Bitch ass ligament.
How come we never heard of that ligament in sports like before, until like since
Well,
what?
it's not that we haven't. Like back in the day, if you had that,
It was
type of
career
injury,
ender.
yeah,
Career ender. Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
wrap for
yeah,
you.
right. Yeah, it's
You're
a wrap.
done.
It is a bitch ass ligament, isn't it?
The reason I say that though is because he made a post after he announced, and he said, "What's the deal with the?" He's something like, "What's the deal with the ACL? You never hear anything good about ACLs. Like nobody's ever like, yo, that kid, that prospect there, he's got a strong ACL right there." And then he ended it with bitch ass ligament. I was crying when
That's a that's a funny way of looking at it.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, shout out to
he's
all,
handling it well. But
yeah, shout out to all those athletes that torn ACLs, man. That shit sucks.
So this is 2 days before Tennessee's going to play Pittsburgh, and we could have used them like big time for this game.
because
So.
Pittsburgh is
But
they
they
look
lost
good.
their Butler.
no, was it Butler? It's
Isn't that his name? Butler, the linebacker.
yeah, I know who you're talking. I don't know if it's Butler.
I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a
Yeah,
Steelers fan.
like I said before, the worst hot takes, worst sports information.
Right. But he's like the captain.
Don't count on us. Yeah,
defense,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
I know that's big.
Yeah,
Like
they
my
did lose
homies
them.
that are
Another
Steelers
ACL.
fans have been like
Yeah.
sad about this. They're like, man, y'all about to beat us, man.
yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. Y'all got a mad defense.
They do. But yeah, another ACL victim, man.
Mm-hmm.
Them bitch ass ACLs, man, be creeping up on everybody.
Bitch ass ligaments.
Oh, ligaments. So, but yeah, I Titans look good, man. We'd be very fortunate if the 49ers make it. Because there's 7 seeds this year.
Yeah.
And so
Uh-huh.
it's like a
So there's only going to be one team in each conference that's going to have a bye week.
so that's probably going to be thanks to that could be our chance. But I don't. I'm hoping for the best, but you never know. We got a lot of guys hurt. So.
At least you know you don't have to compete with anybody in that Cowboys division for that last wild card spot.
That division is trash.
Dumpster fire.
But I can't talk too much shit about the Eagles beat the 49ers. Can't talk that much shit about it.
Yeah.
And then they still got to play the Cowboys, which is always tough. That's a big old rivalry right there. As I mentioned before, my brother-in-law is a Cowboys fan. Got people at work Cowboys fan, so hopefully they win that so I ain't got to hear that shit.
Yeah, I get to keep my bragging rights for a while till the next time we play them because our last matchup, I think it was in 2018, we whooped their ass.
So, we'll see how the season progresses, man. But I think Titans are really good, man. They look really good. So yeah, man. What else you got?
Ooh, now I get to pick a
Yeah,
topic.
I don't want to dominate the show. I mean, come on.
That's your show, man. Come on.
Sharing is caring.
I'll just be here a lot. I was not prepared. You had all the notes.
Throw something out there.
I was not prepared to freestyle.
This is a
Back to me.
freestyle podcast. How can you not be prepared to freestyle?
No, I mean freestyle topic. Like, give me a topic
got
and
it.
I'll freestyle.
Got it.
But freestyling a topic idea. I'm not a super political person.
Yeah.
I follow as much as I can just to stay up to date.
Yeah.
But I
mean,
tend to keep my nose out of sides because that's what I see a lot. Ooh, matter of fact, we can talk a little bit about this. If anybody on my Facebook listens or watches this, they are gonna notice that I'm gonna talk about some of y'all. I ain't gonna say your names because
you know who you are.
you know who you are. So I see guys and women that are definitely left or right.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm guessing because of their friends and other influences, they try to act like they see the bad on both and they just happen to be slightly towards their left or right.
Mm-hmm.
But I can also see their bias in their posts that are not, like, for instance, one of my homeboys went to high school with him. He's right.
Okay.
He will sometimes admit that Trump is, like, out of his mind. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, especially if someone brings up something specific, he'll be like, oh, yeah, I know. But that left, too. And all of his memes that he shares on his own without, someone else that shared it and he's commenting, they are all targeted to the left.
Mm.
And so if you search, you're not going to see him doing the same for the right, no matter how bad they're doing.
Yeah.
He's going to target the other side. And I think because of the interaction between other people that they feel like, oh no, I'm not too far left or too far right. And I see it on both sides, but
Yeah.
this one specific person, it just happens that his stuff pops up on my timeline, so I can't help but see it. I'm not judging him, but yeah, I'm judging you.
You go from I'm not judging. Yeah, I'm judging you. That's funny. Yeah, I'm not a big political person myself. I do see everything that everybody's posting, and I'm just like, both sides right now,
It's rough.
it's rough. They're just a bunch of jokers. The way I see it, politicians, they're just professional liars. Like our country is just like a mess politically. We're always just trying to pin one side against the other, talk shit about one side or the other, and it's just not healthy, man. Like it's gone like we're attacking people,
Right.
for what side they, represent or, talk about. Like it's gotten so nasty. I'm not even about that. But our country's in turmoil when it comes to politics. I mean, they I don't even know if they know what they want.
Right.
You know, I mean, I know what they want. They want everything for themselves. They don't care about everybody in the damn country. They don't. Because if they did, they truly would do some of the things that they say they're going to do. And they don't really pan out that way. You know, they always talk about education. Oh, we got to get education. Wow, I really haven't seen an increase of education spending in a long time. You know, and if you ask me, education is the key for overall like growth and health for a country. It's education is the key.
Yep.
Because the better quality education you have that's available for everybody, the better off our country is going to be. I mean, look at other countries in the world. Like, they focus on education and they end up being, you know, tops in their field, even though they come here to America, but they're like, other countries focus on education. If we focus on education, there would be no stopping this country, but we don't focus on education.
Right.
That's just my opinion.
You're right. So as a matter of fact,
but these politicians, they talk that big game, but they don't follow up to it.
you know why they don't? Because, well, I'm not saying this is a fact.
Yeah.
This is my point of view. So what I see with people I know is they'll find one thing that they are pro of.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, the one I see most commonly, just like myself, is I'm pro Second Amendment.
Okay.
Got firearms.
Mm-hmm.
I know I got a lot of friends that are pro Second Amendment. So the issue, though, with some of them, not all of them, is that because they're pro Second Amendment, I got to vote right. So no matter what right is promising, their focus is I got to have my gun rights. So I have to vote that direction. I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
And I am pro Second Amendment, but I do not agree with I have to vote right because I need my gun rights.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that just shows you're a little bit more, in my opinion, evolved than most people that have that view. I got to vote right because I got gun rights. I got to have them. You don't have to, you know.
And not only that, forget the you don't have to part. I will bet, I'll take the chance of rolling the dice on I'm not going to lose these rights if I vote the other way or if left gets elected. And I'm not even saying go vote left. I'm not even trying to tell anybody to do anything like that.
I
I'm
would
just
never
saying,
tell anybody.
No matter which side you're on,
I
just can't pick one thing like something like that. I mean, if it's like education, if that's the focus and that's leaning your vote, I mean, that makes more sense. But this is the common thing I see on, and
politics right now is a mess.
I'm sure someone can try to argue against what I'm saying, but
there's always somebody. Always somebody. It don't matter what the hell you're talking about. There's always gonna be somebody to argue with. So yeah, I second you, man. I'm not a big political person. I mean, I try to follow. I do watch the debates, and you know what I think? I think there should be an age limit cap, because we got two old motherfuckers running for president. Like, you got to be 35 to at least run. Right. I think we have to have a cap. I'm sorry, like, you know, Biden is what, 77, 78. Trump's not too far behind. Like, come on, there's got to be a cap. We got these old white men,
or at least a psyche valve.
There you go. Like, running the country. I think the cap should be, my personal opinion, 60. Nobody older than 60 be president. I don't know. That'll probably never happen, but I truly believe we need to have some kind of cap, age cap.
That's why I said the psyche valve, though, because I know some old people who got their mind still, and some, like the two we got.
Not so much. Not so much. But, yeah. All right, that's enough about politics. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, we're short-winded on that one.
Yeah, short-winded. Yeah, I concede to all you political hotheads.
That's where the biggest paragraphs in the comment would be. Is that little short segment we just did on politics.
But I do want to get into it, and I told myself I got to ask this question. So ever since COVID started, I've noticed that you have become somewhat of a meme maestro on Facebook, my friend. Like, where did this come from? Like, I cannot go a day without seeing you post something that's freaking hilarious. And I'm like, where did this come from? He never did this before. He's some kind of maestro now. Like every day.
It's funny you asked that question because one, you pre-warned me you were going to ask a question. And I had no idea what it was going to be, and this is not what I expected. But I'm so glad you asked because no one has asked. So I even think, has anyone noticed?
I can't keep up. Like I can't compete with you, dude. I can't. Like I'll throw one here and there, and I'll just every day I'm looking at him. I was like, I got nothing on Josh. He's just every day. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was wondering if anybody noticed that this is not something I typically do. And then once I started, I have not turned back. And I've become known as that dude. So, I hear it all the time. But it was first Miles started posting memes, but in bulk.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever seen any of those posts. You get like a bunch of memes. Put them all in one post.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that style for me because the reactions are different when you do it like that.
Yeah.
Because either you're gonna have people going through and liking individual pictures and not the actual post. Like it just changes the interaction. It's not as fun for me. Even though I always went through and looked through because they were hilarious.
Yeah.
So it was that, and then Terry got started.
Terry got started too.
And Terry was on a tear.
Yeah, you and Terry were just.
So once Terry got started, that was like an encouragement for like, hey, Terry doing it. I'm gonna start. I got some funny ones I see all the time too. I'm gonna start sharing them too. It wasn't even a competition. It was just my boy's doing it. Miles does his in bulk every now and again, and so I'm gonna just join in on it. The only thing that changed was they didn't stay with it. You know, Terry, he dips out of social media.
And then he'll switch it up between, like maybe something political or society,
right.
culture or whatever. He'll switch it up. But yeah, you are just hilarious ass memes, just full go.
Also, I also get heavy into the social justice issues.
Yeah.
So when we went on that stretch of that was the topic, I did a lot of sharing, a lot of posting at that time, and not the memes at that time. Because I wanted to keep focus.
Yeah.
So once things started to get a little calm, I wanted to stay active. So I would start posting the memes and then throwing in the Breonna Taylor stuff. And, I'd poke those in just to make sure that stuff's still out there. But obviously this is a time where people need to laugh and think positive. So I kept sharing the memes, hoping that I wasn't distracting from bigger topics, but also hoping that people were enjoying it. And the reactions
comic relief.
So yeah, it seemed like it was a
good mixture.
It was good.
Good mixture, yeah. I enjoyed them. Like like I said, I could not go a day without seeing you posting something. And I just I can't with this dude. This guy, every day it's something new. I think I got a good post and then bam, Josh got something even better. I'm just like, man, I can't even.
And I started getting into, I have regulars who react, right? And some of them are specific to how they react. Like, I know before I post a particular post, who's going to react, this group of people, and how they're going to react. I have one person that when I post the dad jokes, they're going to, an angry reaction, but they're angry like I'm mad, this is funny. It's like that type of thing. And I wait for that reaction and I just start cracking up when I see it. So I laugh just as much as the reactors to their reactions as they do to my sharing of these posts or my stealing, because I steal memes. I do it. You can't win if you don't steal.
True that, man.
If they want me to share it, they better make it public. If they don't, screenshot.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'll give you props on that, man. You're on a whole new level with that, and I never thought anything of it like you being that type of person,
Right.
just throwing out memes left and right, left and right. I mean, I enjoy them, you know. So yeah, I had to ask you about that. I was like, where did this come from? Just it was insane.
Yeah. And now that people treat me like I've been doing this my whole life, it's just
No, you just be laying hands on everybody. Then you switch to memes.
switch it up
So,
to the funny guy.
Yeah.
I've
so-
always been funny though.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I think all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Every time all of us get together, like it's just a bunch of craziness, man. Like
Wild.
wild. So
So, yeah, you know this story, but I'm gonna tell it for the viewers. Do you remember the story of me and Terry walking from the direction of GameStop towards Cal State, San Bernardino?
okay.
So we're heading. What's that, north?
Yes.
So walking down the sidewalk, heading back to the dorms,
Mhm.
and there's this car.
Mind you, y'all motherfuckers didn't even go to that school, but
Right, we were
that's
just,
another.
we
That's
just
another
having
story.
a good time.
Continue.
So we're, like I said, we're walking down the street and there's this car coming up. We don't know it yet, and they honk. And Terry, he a goofy ass dude. He reacts to stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I react to different stuff. So this car honk. Terry turns around. He's like, "Hey, rubbing his nipple." But that's not the best part. When he does it, and I look, and I'm like, "Terry, those are my parents."
Oh.
They were honking because they saw me. And Terry over here rubbing his nipples at my parents. Oh, man. That is a story that me and him talk about.
Oh, your parents be like, who the fuck is Josh, who the fuck is rubbing their nipples?
Is that what it looks like?
Oh, no, I didn't
Classic
hear
moment,
that. I
yeah.
never knew that. Oh, that's hilarious. But that is Terry. That
Yep.
is so Terry. He just do something so
Random.
and obscure at the moment.
My stuff, depending on the situation, is either planned or it's freestyled like his, but completely different.
Yeah.
Speaking of planned, do you remember the planned moment? Yes, you remember. The little prank. I call it little because it wasn't big. It was just hilarious to us, not to you.
You're gonna have to remind me, man.
At the at Cal State.
Okay.
At the not the first dorms, the second ones. It was
Not
5
the
of us.
second
Me, Miles, Marlene.
The second ones.
Yeah. Remember they moved across the street?
Oh, okay. I thought they were always in there.
No.
That's why.
Oh, were you not hanging out there when we were in the ones?
Yeah, across the street, University Village, right?
I don't remember the name. The one. So there was the campus across the street.
Yeah.
Was the first ones. The second ones were when they moved on the side of the campus.
Well, you're talking about the newer ones because they have dorms on campus, and then the first ones
they
were
weren't the
across
actual.
the-
They were apartments on
yeah,
campus.
Yeah, across the street. Yeah. I was there. What's
Yeah,
this
of
prank you're
course,
talking
dude.
about?
The music.
I'm still.
So you were asleep on the couch in the living room.
Oh shit!
You don't remember this?
I
Like said,
might
it was
once you
small,
tell the
but it was
story.
hilarious. All right.
You might when you
So
tell the story.
it was my idea. We take the laptop, and Miles had those computer speakers.
Mm.
We plug the speakers in. We set it on the table right in front of where you're sleeping. They go back into the room. I select a song, turn it full volume, hit play, and run back to the room and lock the door. You were so mad because you were sleeping.
Dude, I do not even remember. I don't remember that, dude.
You ran to the door. You trying to get in there. We couldn't stop laughing. How did you not remember this?
I don't remember, dude. I don't. Wow.
It was basic ass prank, but it was so funny because you got so mad.
For real?
Yes. You were pissed because like I said, you were legit asleep. You was enjoying yourself. Like maybe you were having a good dream. And I fucked it all up.
Wow. Honestly,
I even remember the song it was.
what song was it?
I don't think I remember the name, but it was by 213. It was from the Hard Way album.
Dude, I For the life of me, I don't remember.
It was like, I think the title was like Gangster something. I can't remember. But it was one of my favorite songs on the album.
I don't remember. Are you sure that was me?
Oh, I'm positive.
Because, I mean,
I'm
if anybody knows,
1,000% positive.
because if anybody knows me, once I'm asleep, like, it's hard for me to wake up.
This shit was loud.
I don't remember.
And it was right in your face.
I don't remember, dude.
Miles will corroborate this story like in a heartbeat. He'll
All
be
right.
like, yes, Tim, this was your ass.
I don't remember.
We got receipts.
You got receipts. Memory receipts.
That's it.
I don't.
That's crazy. I never thought you were going to forget about
Wow.
that. Like, you
No,
legit
dude.
don't remember.
I don't.
I thought, like, you'd be like, oh, yeah. No.
I got to be honest, man. I don't.
It's all
remember.
good.
Because there was so much, like, we did so much.
Oh, we did a ton.
There's so much, like, it was never a dull moment. So maybe that's why.
Yeah. You only have a limited amount of space.
I got a big head,
You
but
selected your favorite stuff, and you booted out the rest.
I got a big head, but, like, only so much, fits in my mind. So, because, like I said, we be wilding out.
Man, tell me about it.
So, yeah, honestly, man, I don't remember.
What's a particular moment you remember during that time? Because for those that don't know, this is the time that built the biggest bond between the group of us.
The issue with Miles and Antoine's roommates.
Oh,
Going back and forth with them.
what were their names again?
I know one of them was Mark.
I don't know why.
I don't remember the other one.
I used to only know their names by naming them both at the same time.
But and I believe his name is Mark. And he had this annoying ass girlfriend. I know you remember her. She was just some white chick, and he's dark ass motherfucker, and he's got this white girlfriend, and
I
like
don't remember his girlfriend.
I don't remember her name, but we'd always make fun of him. She'd be like, Mark. Everything was complaining and bitching, and we're just like, the fuck is going on with these people here? And then we got into it because we thought they like stole the Xbox or
But
whatever.
They did.
Well, yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And
We
then
just couldn't prove it.
those things. Yeah, those types of things. And then like, because it was like a co-ed apartment building, so we had two girls or the girls across the hall. We'd have like just like parties with them.
Yep.
Those types of things. And then it was just like us hanging out, playing like Madden or 2K all up on on the Xbox, and just wilding out, man. It's just so much to like comprehend. I know I forgot a lot, but
they had the worst roommate experience because not only did they have those terrible roommates when they moved across the street, they went through it again because those guys stole the new Xbox that they got to replace the old one. Remember? I don't know if you remember.
I didn't. I don't think I was around
No,
when
you
they
weren't.
moved.
This is where the prank was at this apartment. They had Asian
The prank you
roommates.
guys did on me?
Yep.
Asian roommates.
Yep. How do you not
Dude.
remember these guys?
Oh, I think it's coming back to me.
Yeah.
I think it's coming back to me. Okay. It's coming back to me now.
And they were cool
Slowly
up
coming back
until
to me.
they stole the Xbox. And
Got
again,
it,
we
yeah.
weren't there. We couldn't prove it, but nobody else has access to the room.
It's coming back to me, dude. It's coming back. Okay. I'm starting to remember now. Okay.
And they stole the Xbox because it was modded both times.
Yes, both of them were modded.
We had all the
Oof.
free games.
Dude.
Rent it, download it, and have it
And
for free.
whose
or
Xboxes were they?
For the press to rent. Terry's.
Oof. I'm surprised he didn't go
Or-
off on those motherfuckers.
I don't know. Well, I think the second one was for sure Terry's. Maybe the first one was Miles.
Okay. Yeah,
But they were both modded.
I know I didn't bring mine, and I know mine wasn't modded. I know Terry's was modded, and I knew if that was mine, oof.
No, it had to
I ain't
be,
got hands, but
it
was
had to
mine.
be Terry's, the second one, because he had that Jean Grey track for the intro when you turn on the Xbox. And that was he was like all into Jean Grey at the time. Like,
Yeah. So, yeah, good thing it wasn't mine. I'm surprised Terry didn't lay hands on them.
no, we were all ready to. We
Well,
just
yeah, I
could
know
not
we were
prove
ready
that
to.
They did it.
Yeah, and you got to.
And especially being at school, we beat up the roommates. And, yeah,
Yep.
what am I saying? It wouldn't have affected me one bit.
You or
Except
Terry.
I wouldn't be able to come back to party anymore.
Well, then they would have punished Miles and Antoine because they're the ones staying in those apartments.
and I'd be like-
I wasn't even staying in the
And I'd
apartments.
be like, can't believe y'all punishing my homies like that.
just wait till y'all step outside. Just wait.
Wait till y'all come off campus. You got to come off campus sometime.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't even staying there. I was commuting from home.
Right,
So,
right.
But we were
I
there
lived on
every day.
campus.
We both did.
And
we both did.
all of us. We had two that
All
actually
that.
lived there, but
Dude.
we all lived there.
Yeah. We just like, I'm crashing, cuz. Give me the couch. Give me the floor.
I literally, I don't know if you remember.
Or we go down to our other friend's apartment, Jamila and Marlene, because they were down.
Lashandra.
Yeah, they were all there too.
Yep.
So if we couldn't crash up there, too many people there, we go down the hall.
Yep.
So,
Oh, man,
oh
good
man,
times.
it was good times, man, good times. So
And then, so after that first year, we all kind of separated a little bit.
yeah, we did.
But me and Antoine still hung out all the time.
Yeah,
So one story we had was me and him went down to remember that Denny's we used to frequent in Colton?
yeah.
So me and him went there one day, and I was actually dating one of the waitresses there.
Mm.
She was our waitress, and there was this table. They were probably like 2-3 tables away from us with like 5 girls. They didn't know I'm dating the waiter. They write on a napkin, give it to her, and say, "Hey, can you give it to those guys over there?" And then she don't care. She was like, "All right." She came over and she's laughing. She's like, "This is for them over there."
That's cool that she played that way though. That's
So I'm like, "All right." So we opened it up, and this is how we knew they were a little bit younger than us, because it said, "The girl with the glasses likes the light skinned one, and this girl likes the other guy."
I ain't got
Read
time
it
for
like,
that.
we laughing, and I'm like, I'm dating the wait. This is hilarious, right? So we don't play into it. We just laugh about it. And so when we leave, they follow us out, but they don't come up to us. We get in the car, get on the freeway. Now they behind us. We heading back to Cal State, and I'm thinking maybe they just go in the same direction, but they right behind us. They followed us all the way to the campus.
Ooh.
We pull up in front of the apartments.
Yeah.
They pull up right next to us. They get out of the car, stand there, waiting for us to say something to them. Like, you followed us all the way here to not say something?
To just stand there.
To wait for us to say something?
To just stand there and look at you.
And you know what we did?
Oh.
We ain't say nothing. Like, these little girls, man.
Have a good
Man,
night.
they was probably 18, but yeah,
Have a
we
good
out of
night.
here. No, this ain't it.
Wow.
Nice try, though. Good times.
Stalker shit right there.
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
You know what I'll never forget? Is I had that bucket of a car.
The
and-
Gremlin.
No.
No, not that one.
The shredder.
The Shredder.
The shredder. And we called it the shredder because Terry got out the car and he closed the door on his thumb. Shredded his nail off.
Ugh.
And
That's
from
where
that day
name
on,
came
it was
from.
the shredder. He's like, "Oh, fam, fuck my nail." I was like, "What's wrong?" He done took off my nail. I was like, "Shredder."
And it's stuck. That's
Shredder.
funny. I never.
It was the
asked.
worst car I had. It was total bucket.
Not saying for my first. Do you remember my first?
The Escort.
Yeah.
right?
You
The
remember where I
blue
got
Escort.
it from?
No, I don't know where you got it from.
I bought it off of Germany.
Oh, yes. Germany with the big booty.
Hey.
I remember Miles. He like, booty. Germany.
Exactly. That's exactly how he sounded
Oh
too.
my gosh. Yeah. Oh, you did buy it off of her. That's right.
And no one has seen her since that year. Like
Nobody.
once we
She
disconnected,
just fell
like,
off the face
she
of the planet.
disappeared.
Just disappeared.
But she was
Probably for her own
she was
good.
the
but
homie.
She was a homie, but probably for her own good.
Cause somebody was gonna.
Yeah. But the shredder, man. As much as of a bucket that car was, it was during that time. It was all good times, man. Yeah, man. And I ain't afraid to say that I missed that car actually, because it was just that was one of the good times.
You know what I miss about that time? Is our lower standards of anything in life. I got my first check from my first real job at the time, and it was just under $1,000. I used it to buy that car for Germany, and because I made that amount of money in 2 weeks, you nicknamed me
Damn, I don't. What did I nickname you?
Moneybags.
Money bags. I do remember that, money bags. I don't know why I came up with that, but
Because at the time, that was some money.
It was.
Getting that
But
kind
at
of
the same,
check, yeah.
but I'm sure I was probably making more than you though. But I
You
think just
probably
the,
were, but it was probably the way I was spending it too.
yeah, it was
Remember,
probably money bags.
Remember, because
Dude.
you had that system you put in your truck,
Yes,
and then I was like,
yes.
"Yo, where'd you get that?"
Yep.
So my next check, I was right up
You
there,
went right to the
got
same
me
spot.
a system, and I was killing the game. The acoustics
Money
in that
back.
thing, in a station wagon, you couldn't tell
Station
me
wagon.
nothing.
Couldn't tell me nothing. That's right. Yeah, man. You couldn't tell you anything, man. I doesn't matter that you were in the station wagon. You had that system, bomb ass system. We both had it. I was actually torn. I was like, should I get the rims? Should I get the 24s or a system? And I was like, I eventually went with the system.
Yeah.
And I don't regret it.
No.
And I love that truck too. And I got it in an accident one. Like I was saying earlier, I'm not the perfect driver, but I got been in an accident. It was totally my fault. But that's another story for another day. There's a reason why I got in an accident. But yeah, next time. But money bags.
$900 money bags in a 2-week span. Not even a week. 2 weeks. My goodness.
Dude, all of this stuff is just coming back to me because the last thing I remember is like we just slowly just like went our separate ways for whatever reason. Not for any reason. I think probably because I got more focused on school.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, everybody focused on something different after
Yeah.
that first year.
It was like a good year and a half, 2 years
Mhm.
that we were just going hard, wilding out, partying, just like any college person
Right.
would do.
Or college person's friend.
Or college person's friend. And then, once the third year hit, I started focusing more on school and yeah, I was probably the first to start going my own way because I know you guys were still like hanging out.
Well, technically, it's a little different. You might be able to say Antoine was because he was kind of going his own way while we were all partying together.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
He was always there, but just kind of off to the side, keep it to himself.
You're right about that.
And then maybe around second semester, or it was much later into the year, he started really getting involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then that's when everybody's like, Antoine's here. No, I'm just kidding. And we dispersed. I'm just kidding, Juan. I'm kidding.
The big monster, Antoine. Twanster.
Right. Legit.
But yeah. Oh, but he's big homie, man. Yeah. Love. Shout out to Antoine, man. Love you, man. But yeah, you just started going our own ways. And that just happens in life.
Yep.
But
appreciate everybody who's been reminiscing with us and sticking it out this far into the pod.
And here we are again, running it back.
Yeah.
Somewhat. We got two out of the five.
Yeah. I mean, the rest will eventually pop up here and there, and then we'll get back to the original pod.
Yeah, for sure. But all right, man. Well, I think that about does it for our first inaugural episode of this podcast.
Yeah, our train wreck, but we did it.
Hey, we did it. No more what ifs.
If you stick around, we'll get better at this.
Yeah, we can. Only get better.
Trial and error when y'all start something. Y'all know, everybody knows, I be supporting the hell out of my homies, whether it's sharing, supporting financially, buying y'all shit, expensive ass shit.
Hey, yeah, this shit ain't cheap. I didn't realize how expensive all this.
If I've ever supported you, watch a podcast. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Give me an hour and 45 minutes of your time today.
It actually went longer than I expected, to be honest with you. Hey, I'm happy for it. So
that's right.
So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in. And like I said, it's only going to get better from here. And again, it's a working title, justPod'n. We're just in here, just shooting the shit, man. Whatever comes off the top of our minds, we're going to lay it all out. No regard.
None.
No regard. So tune in next time, and I think is a good time to sign off and have a good night, everybody. So
see ya.
Peace.
Level check. 1, 2. Sample this.